we are working, the PNP and the AP are working very silently but very effectively. In fact, they just arrived in Inabanga. Between 6 to 7 April, we still monitored them to be in Danan Sulu. On that night, there are reports from our reliable sources that they're loading in 3 bankas or 3 pump boats. And so we don't know the destination. That's why we make this alert and warn all our troops nationwide. And then when they appeared in Inabanga, then we immediately implement our contingency plan. So kahit mag-attempt sila na mag-attempt, we will continue to deny. But meanwhile, our main campaign to finish Abu Sayyaf or decimate Abu Sayyaf will continue. And it's gaining headway. In addition, since we launched this operation against the Abu Sayyaf, the Maute, and other terror groups, we have neutralized about 116 terrorists. 49 are Abu Sayyaf killed, no, confirmed killed, and about 120 firearms recovered. Just in Sulu, in less than a month, we recovered 64 high-powered firearms together with one 60mm mortar and one caliber 50 machine gun. And with the latest development in Tawi-Tawi, 11 surrendered. Another one also surrendered in Basilan 3 days ago. So that means we are gaining headway. And well, hopefully the other Abu Sayyaf members will have a clearer mind and surrender to our authorities.
Sir, you mentioned the military had been on heightened alert since the weekend. What prompted this? And the U.S. issued a travel advisory, specifically warning against settlement practices. And it was said on April 6 or 7, they were still monitored to be in Mindanao. At what point did we discover that they already slipped out of Mindanao?
Well, between April 6 to 7, we monitored them to be still in Indanan, and then they left the area. So you already provided requirements to our intelligence community nationwide. And then on April 10, when was the encounter? Yesterday. Now is April 13? April 12, no. On April 10, on the night of April 10, we already received reports the presence of 3 pump boats and armed men in Inabanga, Bohol. So that only confirms that this group who left Indanan Sulu are the same group that arrived in Inabanga, Bohol. So we immediately laid out our contingency plan using the PNP and the AAP forces. Ganun kasi kabilis yung yung unfolding ng events. And the only positive in this all these events are the readiness of the armed forces and the Philippine National Police. Immediately when we assessed that the Abu Sayyaf were there in Inabanga, all the assets available were given to Lieutenant General Oscar Lactao. Early morning, we talked to the phone, and I told him that all available resources are at your disposal. You have unlimited helicopters, unlimited. So, and we even flew forces from Manila going there. Yes, at that moment, we still don't know the whole picture if 11 lang talaga sila. But sabi nga, when you fight an enemy, you should be prepared and make all available forces ready. Imbang makita lang nila, magsusurrender na sila sa takot. Dapat ganun sana yung... But kung if they, they choose to fight it out, yes.
You also mentioned cooperation with allies.
With
allies.
that is a continuing process. No? We always shared information with allied countries, the same way that they shared information to us. No? Like, for example, the arrest of the two Kuwaitis on March 25, our foreign counterparts played a big part on this operation. When it comes to terrorism, international cooperation talaga yan. And then, whoever has the authority to operate, will operate. So that's why you share and then assist the unit or the forces that has the authority to operate in a particular area.